Alrighty, check, check, 1, 2, check, check, 1, 2.
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yes. Yep, I should be able to keep up with it. Yeah. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I got the logs. Yeah, we haven't since we changed the cord, we have not had a single drop, so that was literally it literally cost us like $10 to fix the problem that had been plaguing us for the first 5 weeks of the season. Yeah. Shouldn't. Shouldn't. Gotcha. Alrighty. We'll probably have to take a 2-minute break for National Anthem at some point. So, first break will probably be 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah. Yep, ready to go. Yeah, it's some dude's truck.
And a very good afternoon to you and yours. Back out here at Laws Softball Field in Iberia, Missouri for the semifinals of the Class 2 District 2 softball tournament. It's Connor Hartman here with you again, Z102.3. Glad you could join me today for our one and only game we'll be broadcasting today. Of course, there are 2 games being played here today, but our first game sees the Iberia Lady Rangers taking on the Belle Lady Tigers. Of course, had the quarterfinals last night. 3 games, broadcasted 2 of them, and we saw all 3 of the Frisco League teams that we were covering drop out. Of course, Belle defeating Dixon last night, Lynn defeating Lakeway, and then finally in the final game you had Eugene defeating Crocker in quick fashion. So Iberia, the last Frisco team left standing, at least in this district, as the 1 seed, got the bye into the semifinals, and so trying to advance to tomorrow's championship game, again to face either the winner of Eugene or Lynn. We've got about a little bit under 10 minutes until we get to first pitch here today. Hopefully, we'll be starting right at or around time. Of course, Mission rules, you can't actually start beforehand, so the earliest we will get going here is right at the top of the hour here at 5 o'clock. So we didn't get to talk a whole lot about Iberia yesterday. Of course, they were not in action, so really no reason to, but I tell you a little bit about them here. Coming in losers of their last 2. They are riding a 2-game losing streak, although I will tell you that those 2 teams that they did lose to, very, very solid teams. You lost to the 25-7 Blair Oaks side, and then you lost to the 23-6 Helias Catholic side. So 2 games against really, really good competition, but before that, you have big wins, especially a 13-0 win over a 20-win team in Vienna. You have wins over Waynesville, Crocker, Lakeway, Fatima, all kinds of teams there. So Iberia, of course, earning that number 1 seed. They are the odds-on favorite, I would say, as that 1 seed to win this district outright and take on the winner of District 1 here in a few days. But of course, we did see Belle last night advancing to the second round, the semifinals, if you will, with a 6-2 victory over Dixon in that one. Really got their work done. That was a 7-inning game, remember, got all their work done in the early innings. So I know it's kind of cliche. I know we say it a lot, but it's really going to come down, I think, to who really jumps out and takes an advantage first. Of course, Belle picked up 2 runs in the first. They picked up 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Kind of lost the plot a little bit there in the 5th and 6th innings. You might remember Dixon able to record 6 straight strikeouts to end that game yesterday, but they were able to generate the offense that they needed, and they'll see if they can't do it against the Lady Rangers here. But of course, Belle, they are back in the win column. They have, well, taking a look at their last 5 games or so, they are 2-3 in their last 5. That's really the easiest way to put it there. The 6-2 victory over Dixon, a 5-3 loss to St. Francis Borgia, then a 7-5 victory over Cordeshoe Academy, then 2 straight games against Rolla. Both of those losses, 14-7 and 11-0. That was back at the Rolla Invitational late last week. So 2 very talented teams, of course, definitely both deserve their spots here in this semifinals matchup as we move ever closer to our starting lineups here today. Let's go ahead and take our first break. And I'm going to go ahead and make it a 3-minute timeout. 3-minute timeout should get us close enough here to game time. Of course, we'll go over some starting lineups and we'll get to first pitch here today. But we'll go ahead and make it a 3-minute timeout back in the station, back in the studio, if you will. We'll be back with you in just a moment. Again, Iberia and Belle. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. And once again, back out here at Law Softball Field in Iberia, as we are just a few moments away from getting started our first semifinal matchup. Again, Class 2, District 2, the softball tournament. The Iberia Lady Rangers taking on the Belle Lady Tigers. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Quickly going through the starting lineups before we get going here. First and foremost, for the visiting Belle Lady Tigers. Again, the 4 seed in the district, defeating Dixon 6-2. In yesterday's game, batting leadoff for them, that's going to be the shortstop, Aubrey Remmert. And batting second, how about the catcher in Natalie Gellert? Batting third, the second baseman, Riley Long. Batting fourth will be your pitcher, Emma White. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Dakota Butcher. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Nevaeh Kinsey. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Kylie Reed. Batting eighth is the designated player, Miranda Sanders. Batting ninth, the left fielder, Ileana Solinger. And then finally, batting 10th, the flex player here today, that is going to be out in right field. That'll be Tajel McDaniel. So, that's the starting lineup here for the Belle Lady Tigers. We'll go through the starting lineup for Iberia in between pitches here, or maybe we'll just hold off there until the bottom of the first. I'll tell you what, that's what we'll go ahead and do. We'll talk about the defensive arrangement, though, of the Lady Rangers, as Aubrey Remmert steps in to start things out here for the Lady Tigers. Again, your 1 seed and your 4 seed. One on the line here, trip to the District 2 championship game. Here's a high pop fly, first pitch of the game. That's going to land between the center fielder and the second baseman. Defensive miscommunication there. It'll go down as a base hit, but Remmert finds her way on board to start this ball game. Miscommunication between Kaylee Peterson and Lexi McMillan. McMillan, who charged in from center field on that one. Not that one, maybe it was called off. Here's a throw down to second, tags apply, but not in time. Remmert's going to steal second. Bang, bang play. Good throw, ultimately, from Chloe Edwards behind the plate. Just a little bit too late. And so, Belle already with a runner in here in scoring position. So, Iberia defensively, already mentioned a few names today, but you do have Kinley Cochran in the circle, pitching here today. Delivers the 0-1 now, and that's going to hit the bat. It's going to hit the handle of the bat. And that'll be an unfortunate, at least if you're Natalie Gellert, an unfortunate strike two. Time to be called here. The third base coach for Belle walking down the line. Wants to know where exactly that ball came in. Our two umpires going to talk things out. But again, Kinley Cochran in the circle. Chloe Edwards behind the plate here for Iberia. Over at first base, you'll have Lainey Halley. And at second base, that's going to be Kaylee Peterson. Over at shortstop, that's going to be Addison Williams. Third base today, Morgan Luttrell. Left field, Atiera Rowden. Center fielder, Lexi McMillan. Right field today, Aislinn Bauer. Next pitch, fouled off, I do believe. So 0-2. Now here's a pitch that misses high. And we'll go 1-2. So again, runner on second. Here on this cloudless day in Iberia. Much better weather than what we had yesterday. Line drive out in the right field, that gets down. Fielded out there by Bauer. She's going to try to get it back in. Halley has it, but it's not going to be in time, as Belle needs just 2 batters to score the game's opening run. It's an RBI single here for Natalie Gellert. So the miscommunication, if you will, can't call it an error. It's not scored as such. But the miscommunication on the game's opening batter comes back to haunt Iberia. Ends up in a run. Runner on first now, swinging away. Riley Long fouls it off to the screen. We go 0-1. But again, much better weather than we had yesterday. We had some rain earlier this morning. Kind of worried me for a split second. But it lasted for all of a split second. We've had a relatively sunny day otherwise. Here's another foul ball to the backstop. We go 0-2 now to Long. 185 down the lines here at Law Softball Field. 186 left center. 200 to right center, the deepest part of the ballpark, as here's a swing and a miss for strike 3. And out number 1. Deepest part of the ballpark, again, out in right center. 200 and 191 to deep center. Not a symmetrical ballpark, but a ballpark we'll see some home runs, or at least we did see some home runs. 5 of them yesterday across our 3 games. First pitch here to the cleanup batter. Emma White is fouled off to the right for strike 1. Saw 3 in the Eugene Crocker game alone. 2 over the fence, and 1 inside the park home run. Here's a swing and a miss once again on the 0-1, and we go 0-2. Of course, Belle had a home run hit against them. Dixon, one of their 2 runs in yesterday's game, a solo shot over that left center fence. 0-2, good looking spot, and it's going to be called as such, and that's going to be strike 3 again. So after giving up 2 hits to start this one out, Kinley Cochran in the circle for the Lady Rangers has come back to strike out now 2 in a row. Runner still over on first with the first baseman Dakota Butcher swinging away. It's 0-1. Trying to limit the damage to just the 1 run here. Again, getting started right at the top of the hour. 0-1 also. No contact made. How about 0-2 once again? Cochran throwing strikes. We've seen Iberia once before right here on Z102.3. Big winners in that one as here's another swing and a miss. How about 3 pitches, 3 swings, 3 misses? Cochran showing some dominance after the early inning setback. But Belle does pick up 1 run. They pick up 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We'll go on to the bottom of the first. We'll see if Iberia can match. When we come back, you're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Back here once again, Lost Softball Field, bottom of the first as the Belle Lady Tigers score the game's opening run. They pick up 2 hits, but Kinley Cochran of the Lady Rangers, the Iberia Lady Rangers, striking out 3 in a row to limit the damage to just that 1 run. Again, Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3, our one and only broadcast game today. Got 2 on the schedule, but we're just bringing the 1 to you. Eugene and Lynn going to take to the field in our other semifinal matchup. Let's see what Iberia has cooking at the plate here as we'll go over the batting order for you. Batting leadoff today and about to step in, that's going to be your shortstop in Addison Williams. Williams stepping in, right-hand side of the plate. Batting second today will be the catcher, Chloe Edwards. As Williams watches the first pitch outside, it's ball 1. Batting third, the right fielder, Aislinn Bauer. Batting fourth will be your pitcher, Kinley Cochran. We'll have 2 pitchers batting cleanup today. Batting fifth, third baseman Morgan Luttrell. 1-0 pitch is swung on, missed. Evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. After Luttrell, batting sixth, the first baseman Lainey Halley. Batting seventh, the left fielder Atiara Rowden. Batting eighth, the designated player Carly Carmack. Batting ninth, the second baseman Kaylee Peterson. 1-1 misses, 2-1. Have a flex player here today. That's going to be out in center field. That's going to be Lexi McMillan. 2-1 now. Also too high. Good hitters count here for Williams to start out the ball game. It's 3-1. So Williams, Edwards, Bauer. 3-1. Swinging away. Fouls it off towards the bleachers though. And we'll start off the bottom of the first with a full count. Three balls, two strikes. Williams at the plate. Edwards looking on. Again, Iberia looking to get back in the win column. Have lost their last two. Here's the 3-2. Fly ball sent out towards center. Excuse me, going to be just past second base out there. It's actually going to be the shortstop, Remmert. Calls everybody off and makes the catch for out number one. My depth perception continues to elude me, but Remmert does pop out. And that's going to bring us to the left-handed batter, Chloe Edwards. Last time Iberia won, it was in convincing fashion over a 20-win team. Here's a line drive left center. That gets down. That's going to be multiple bases here for Edwards. She's going to look too. She's going to get on in there with a standing double. Edwards didn't need a whole lot of time there in that at-bat. Found one she liked and immediately sent it out towards left center. She now stands in scoring possession as that potential tying run here early on in this one. We'll see what Aislinn Bauer can do. Bauer batting from the right-hand side, playing out in right field. Very unique jersey number. I'll tell you about that after the first pitch, which is called strike one. I don't think I've ever seen any high school softball player or baseball player, now that I think about it, wear the number 88. Let alone a number over 50. Not quite sure the story, but not going to say I hate it. I honestly kind of like it. Here's a ground ball over to short. Picked up by Remmert. Going to watch the runner back. Now going to take off for third as Edwards slides in. Did they get her? No, she's going to be safe. They do get the runner over at first, though. It'll be a 6-3, but Iberia does put that potential tying run over at third. Edwards not retreating all the way back to the bag on that previous play. Definitely paid off. Here's a hard hit ground ball over to short immediately. Kinley Cochran trying to beat out the throw. She's going to come up short, and that's going to be the end of the inning. So Iberia, they pick up a double, but it goes no further than third. No runs on one hit, no errors, and one runner left on base. To the second inning we go with Belle on top of Iberia. 1-0 our score. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Top of the second here in Iberia. Belle back to the plate. The Lady Tigers leading Iberia 1-0. Again, Belle picking up 2 hits in that top of the first was enough to score the run. Looking to add on to that lead. They'll have 6, 7, and 8 coming up here in this half inning. Meanwhile, Kinley Cochran in the circle for the Lady Rangers. Going to look to add on to her 3 consecutive strikeouts to end that inning. It was kind of a trying to look for the right word here. Either way, strike one called here to Nevaeh Kinsey. Kind of an elevator inning. How about that? Not really the most elegant term, but that's what we're going to go with. As the 0-1's delivered outside, it's going to be ball one. Had success. Also gave up the run. 1-1 now. Swung on. Fly ball, right side. Out of play. 1-2. Iberia picking up a hit in the bottom half of the inning, but leaving the runner stranded on third. Here's a fastball up high, 2-2. Good-sized crowd on hand here today. Of course, Iberia playing on their home field. Lots of parents in attendance as here's a swing and a miss. And another strike three. Belle is seeing the ball out of the hand. They're seeing the strike. But there's not a whole lot they can do about it here at the moment. Cochran's got 4 straight strikeouts now. And with 1 away, nobody on, here's Kylie Reed. First pitch to Reed, finds the corner. Tough to hit that one even if you saw it. 0-1. Lower outside corner. 0-1 now. That's a swing and a miss as well. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And the next delivery, up high. It's ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, 1 away. Miranda Sanders on deck. Next pitch, though, to Reed. Skips the plate. It's 2-2. Again, Kylie Reed, your center fielder for the Lady Tigers of Belle. Batting in that 7 slot. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and fouled off. Almost caught out there. An Iberia parent in the area. Almost able to make the snag. Might have been able to do so. You have to go underhand on that thing. Here's a pitch low and inside. Ball 3 now. So from 0-2, we go to 3-2. Full count. Second time we've seen a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, missed. It's not going to matter. Make that strikeout number 5. 2 strikeouts to begin this second. Again, 5 consecutive strikeouts. Trying to break the streak now. Designated player Miranda Sanders. Definitely wreaking havoc on this middle and bottom part of the lineup. First pitch is swung on. It's 0-1. Swung on, swung on, swung on. Again, Belle not afraid to swing the bat. Just not making solid contact here at the moment. Here's another. Well, there you go. I kind of jinxed it into existence. Here's a line drive left center. As Sanders stops at first, she'll be aboard. I've never so quickly paid for my own words. Sanders now on first. Belle's 3rd hit of the day. That brings us to the number 9 hitter, Ileana Solinger. I mean immediately. Right as I said that, ripped that in the left center. First pitch to Solinger, swung on and missed. Strike 1. Didn't see Solinger in yesterday's game, but in the lineup today as the left fielder. Watching another one go by, it's 0-2. Solinger, a sophomore. 0-2. There's a swing and a miss. And Cochran will get right back to it here with another strikeout. So Cochran's got 6 strikeouts for the first 2 innings, but does give up the hit. No runs on 1 hit. There were no errors. There was 1 runner left on base. Bottom of the second, Belle still leading over the Lady Rangers of Iberia. It's 1-0 our score with Iberia back to the plate. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Morgan Luttrell at the plate as we get back to it in the bottom of the second. Class 2 District 2 semifinals, Iberia and Belle Here's a breaking ball. Falls into the zone. We'll go 1-1 here to Luttrell. 5, 6, and 7 coming up for the Lady Rangers. Luttrell, Halley, Rowden. Here's a ground ball once again to short. Remmert getting a lot of work here in the game's opening inning. She'll make the throw over to first in time for out number 1. We talked about the consecutive strikeouts for Kinley Cochran in the previous half inning. How about consecutive ground outs to short? We've got 3 of them in a row now. Looking to change that trend. Here's first baseman Lainey Halley. First pitch to Halley, drops too low. It's ball 1. 1-0 our score. Belle leading over Iberia. Next pitch, ground ball, this time to third, but it hooks foul. It'll go 1-2. Excuse me, 1-1. After Halley, Atiara Rowden stands on deck. Next pitch. Outside this time round, 2-1. Lynn, the Lady Wildcats, showing up nice and early. You've got the game after this one. The next pitch, high fly ball, left field. Drifting towards foul territory. Who's going to catch it out there? It's going to be Remmert, who seemingly just has infinite range out there. That ball well in the left field. But that will be out number 2. Do I call that a fly ball to left? Or a fly ball to shortstop? How do I even mark that one down? It's not really a pop out. F6. That's what we'll go with here as the first pitch to Atiara Rowden. This is low and away for ball 1. I mean, she ran out about halfway in the left field for that one. Just looking to make every play out there. Next pitch misses low, ball 2. Good glove out there, though. Got to have one to play shortstop. 2-0 outside, 3-0. Rowden well ahead in the count here with 2 outs. Next pitch taken all the way. Middle of the zone, strike 1. After Rowden would be Carly Carmick. She's the designated player. Here's the 3-1, swung on, pop up, left side, drifting towards the stands. And again, coming down harmlessly, it'll be 3-2. 3-0 to 3-2. Iberia trying to keep this second inning alive. Ground out and a fly out. Emma White in the circle. Here is that payoff pitch. Line drive, sent out towards center. Shallow, comes down, base hit. Rowden will find her way aboard with a 2-out base hit. And the inning continues on here. We will see Carmack. Full count, comes up with the big base knock, and we'll see what Carmack can do at the plate. She'll be batting from the right-hand side here. Number 8 hitter. First offering, taken. Strike 1, in at the knees. Rowden holding steady over at first. White comes in with the 0-1. Swung on, missed. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes here to Carmack. Kaylee Peterson on deck. Here's the 0-2. Line drive out towards short. Going to be played on a hop out there, but Remmert will flip it over to second for the final out of the inning. So a fielder's choice ends Iberia's chances here in the bottom of the second. No runs on 1 hit. Once again, no errors and, well, technically 1 runner left over on base. So, third inning we go, with Belle still holding on to that 1-run lead. It's 1-0. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. New inning here in Iberia, top of the third. Here's a pop-up, right side of the infield. Getting underneath it is Peterson. She'll make the grab. That'll retire Aubrey Remmert here to start off the, again, top of the third. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Remmert previously 1 for 1, now 1 for 2. So with 1 away, that brings us to the number 2 hitter, Natalie Gellert. Gellert 1 for 1 with an RBI. Responsible for the game's lone run thus far. Almost chases the pitch up high, but holds back in time. It's 1-0. Gellert, a line drive in the left field. Good enough to score the run. Next pitch, fly ball out towards right. Moving back on is Bauer at the line. The foul line makes the catch. That'll be a quick out, number 2. Wasting no time here in picking up the first 2 outs of the inning. Bauer able to track that one down. Just shy of foul territory. And next up, here comes Riley Long. Long, she's 0 for 1. Was the first of 6 strikeouts. Looking to change her fortunes here with 2 away. First pitch misses. It's 1-0. Now the 1-0. Flown out right side. Off into the baseball field it goes. 1-1. Getting out here on a cloudless day. Sun should be going down before too long. Depending on how long this one goes. Next pitch going to be, I believe that was a called strike 2. Nope, excuse me. 2 low and inside, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, and now here's another fly ball, right side. Calling Bauer off will be Peterson, and she'll haul it in to end the inning. So our first 1-2-3 inning of the day. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base here for Belle in this top of the third, but they still lead Iberia 1-0. Be back in just 60 seconds. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Bottom of the third here at Law Softball Field in Iberia. Lady Rangers back to the plate. Looking to try to get back into this one. Trailing 1-0, so not much to come back from, but still looking to tie this one up as we move into the game's middle stages. At the plate, Kaylee Peterson trying to bunt the first pitch. Bunts it foul. Trying to do the same on the next pitch, but pulls it back. Misses high. 1-1. 9-1-2 set to bat here for the Lady Rangers. Peterson, Williams, Edwards. 1-1 now, swinging away. High fly ball in the left field. That's to the wall. Peterson going to round first. She's going to try to make it 2, and she's going to get on in there. It's going to be a standing double here to lead off inning number 3. Cranked that one. I say fly ball, more like a line drive. Just got all of it. And is rewarded with Iberia's 3rd hit of the day, their 2nd extra base hit. But now Peterson coming off the bag here, hobbling a little bit. So it looks like she may have come into the bag a little bit awkwardly. Walking around favoring that left leg here at the moment. But they'll take a brief pause in the action here. So while we're waiting here, want to go ahead and remind you about what we might have in terms of broadcast schedule over the next few days. Have a couple guaranteed broadcasts, one being tonight. But if Iberia does win this one, of course trailing 1-0 here at the moment, we will have Thursday's championship game for you. If Iberia falls here, we will not have that for you, as we await the winner of Eugene and Lynn later on tonight. We're in it as long as the Frisco team still hangs around. Back to the action here. Here's a bunt laid down by Williams. White has it, but it's not going to be in time. Everybody advances, everybody's safe. First and third, nobody out. Iberia with about their best chance tonight, here to tie this one back up. Double and a single. Or, well, no, are they going to say it was a foul? They're going to say it was foul. All right. Waited a long time to call that one foul, but we'll call everybody back. And so, rewind all that. Wait until the play was already done. 0-1 now. Here's another bunt laid down by Williams. This time she's going to be out at first, but still Peterson does move on over to third. Not going to lie, a little bit miffed that they would wait so long, already in the scorebook and everything, but I'm not the official scorekeeper, so that's how it is sometimes. So a runner on third here, one out. I'll promise I'll get back to talking about what I was going to talk about. Here comes Chloe Edwards. First pitch, swinging away. Fly ball sent out towards center. Caught out there by Reed, taking off for home plate. That's going to be Peterson. She's going to be in there, and we are tied. Sacrifice fly for Chloe Edwards. Hit it just deep enough out into center field to bring Peterson home and tie this game back up at 1. One our score. Base is empty, 2 outs. Aislinn Bauer back to the plate. As I was saying here, at least hopefully, nope, got to get back to it here. Another fly ball sent out towards center. Reed giving chase, but it's going to get on by. Rounding first is Bauer. She might try to make it 3. No, going to hold up at second. Perhaps maybe the smart call there. She's got herself a 2-out double. So we'll have Thursday's championship game for you, if Iberia is able to win this one. And then on Friday, back to football. Waynesville back at home. Tiger football for you, taking on the Rolla Bulldogs. First pitch here, ground ball sent over towards short. Remmert has it, over to first. Easy as easy does, and that'll end the inning. But Iberia gets the all-important run. We've got ourselves a brand new ball game entering the 4th, as they pick up 1 run on 2 hits. 1 run on 2 hits. There was no errors, and there was 1 runner left over on base. 1-1 our score. Top of the 4th upcoming. You're listening to District Softball, Z102.3. A brand new inning number 4. Here in this one, our ball game now tied. Iberia getting the run they needed. An RBI, and the sacrifice fly. Chloe Edwards bringing in the run as the first pitch to Emma White is fouled off to the right and out of play. That'll be strike 1. Connor Harbin here with you today. Apologies. Had to take a moment. Here's another fly ball off to the right and out of play. Make it a quick 0-2 count here to start off the inning. Iberia looking to continue holding Belle to just the 1 run. Got the first 1-2-3 inning of the game in the previous half inning. Maybe trying to do the same here once again. Buy them some time, get them back to the plate. Trying to take the lead. Here's a soft ground ball over towards second. Peterson running up on it. Underhand throw over to Howley at first. And it's going to be in plenty of time to record the first out of the inning. So White gone, and that brings us to Dakota Butcher. Butcher 0 for 1 with a strikeout tonight. This ball game just over 30 minutes old. Here's a swing and a miss. It's strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Kinley Cochran, the next pitch. Another foul to the right and towards the baseball field. This time comes up short, though. It's 0-2. Again, Law softball field, our destination today. Just past the high school. Right on next to the baseball field. Here's a pop-up. Won't leave the circle. In fact, right in the middle of the circle for Cochran to handle. She'll bring it in. That's going to be out number 2. Just a perfect loop. Delivered from the hand. Knocked skywards by the bat. Drops back into the glove. 2 outs now. Nobody on. Nevada Kinsey. Kinsey trying to bunt it. Bunts foul. 0-1. Kinsey struck out. Getting one of those 5 consecutive strikeouts for Cochran between the first and second innings. So working on an 0 for 1 day. Next pitch. Bit of a half-hearted swing there. Misses. 0-2. Maybe trying to hold up as the pitch was a little high. It's just already too far gone now. Kinsey now down in the count. Next pitch. Chase it high again this time. This time with a little more force. Committed to it, but it's still going to be a strikeout here for out number 3. So another 1-2-3 inning here picked up by Iberia. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. As the motorcycle speeds on by, we'll head to the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 our score. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Already underway here in the bottom of the 4th. 0-1 the count. At the plate, Morgan Luttrell. Gonna swing away at the next pitch. High fly ball, center field. It's got some distance. It's off the top of the wall. Bounces back in the field of play. It's gonna be a single. Literally inches away from a home run to the deepest part of the ballpark. She'll have to settle with 1 bag, but it's still a great way to start out the bottom of the 4th. As Lainey Halley steps to the plate. We'll get a pinch runner for Luttrell. On to run here for Iberia. Number 8. That'll be Macy Graves. I mean literal inches. Don't see that every day. Right off the top of the fence. So Graves stands on first. It's the first offering here to Lainey Halley. Misses for ball one. Halley flew out to shortstop. Said that correctly. Her first time to the plate. Now going to send the fly ball out towards right. Drifting towards foul territory. It's going to come down. That'll be strike one. By the way, 5, 6, and 7. Your first three batters up. 5 rests on first. And you've got 6 at the plate. Atia Rowden on deck. She is number 7. Even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Halley standing well off the plate. Next pitch. Bit outside, ball 2. Standing on the very far edge of the batter's box. Got a lot of wide room there. 2-1 now. Swung on, weak ground ball, but foul, left field side. 2-2 now. Bottom of the 4th. Nobody out. Iberia trying to take the lead. After trailing for the majority of the early game. 2-2. Another ground ball sent third base side. Again, going to go foul. Picking up their 1 run in the bottom of the 3rd. Again, that sacrifice fly. Chloe Edwards. Two delivered. Changing speeds. Got Halley way out in front. Nice decision there. As Emma White going to pick up her first strikeout of the day. 1 down. That runner still on first for Atiera Rowden. Flashback to yesterday, you might remember, White not necessarily a strikeout pitcher. Doesn't really rack him up. But she's got a great defense behind her. That includes White herself. More than capable of using the glove. If it comes back her way. First pitch to Rowden. Outside, it's ball 1. Next delivery. Another line drive out in the center. Leaping up after it is Reed, but it's going to come down and come off the wall. Rounding second is Graves. They're going to maybe send her. No, they're going to hold her at third. Throwing plenty of time. Good decision to hold there. Second and third here with 1 out. On Iberia's 3rd double of the game. Rowden's second hit in this one. It's Graves on third. Rowden on second. Big opportunity with 1 out for Carly Carmick. Carmick squaring up to bunt. Trying to go for the squeeze play. But misses. It's 0-1. Trying to bunt it down that first base side. Now Belle going to send the corner infielders well up the line. Still looking to bunt. Pitches outside. Throw on back to third. Graves going to step on third in time. Close play there, but Graves going to keep herself safe. Kind of like it was almost like a pitch out. Behind the plate, you had Natalie Gellert basically leaping out of the stance as that pitch was delivered. To rocket a throw to third. Next pitch, the 1-1. Here is the bunt. Going to throw it back to home. Now we've got a rundown. Graves going to try to head back to third. Nobody covering third, so she'll get back there, and everybody's going to end up safe. It was a good thought for Belle. They got Graves in a rundown, but nobody was covering third. So Carmick finds her way aboard. She'll reach on a fielder's choice. You'll still have Macy Graves on third. And you'll have Atia Rowden hanging out over on second. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here for Kaylee Peterson. Big chance here for Iberia to really open this one up. If not, just take the lead. Brief pause in the action here. Going to get a full infield visit here for Belle. Again, had the right play to begin with. Fielded the bunt and flipped it over to home plate. Had Graves caught between third and home. Somebody's got to cover the bag. Whether that be the shortstop, whether that be the left fielder. Somebody's got to be on that bag. Back to it now. Bases loaded. 1 out. First pitch to Kaylee Peterson. Taken. It's called strike 1. Peterson, the number 9 batter, but is 1 for 1 with a double. Able to pick herself up a hit in her first appearance back in the second. 0-1, swinging away, high fly ball, right center field. If it gets down, that's going to score a few runs. It's off the wall. That's going to score at least 1 run. Rounding third, that's going to be Rowden. She will come to score. Are they going to try to make it 3? No, it'll just be 2 runs. But Iberia takes the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1. Another double for the number 9 hitter, Kaylee Peterson. And she's going to get 2 RBIs for it. Scores Graves and Rowden. Carmick moves all the way to third on the play. Back to the top of the lineup now, Addison Williams. She'll take the first pitch outside. It's ball 1. Get the feeling this is a big, big chance here for the Rangers to really blow this one open now. Still have 2 runners in scoring position with a 2-run lead. Next pitch, line drive, left field. That's going to be over the head once again to the left fielder, Solinger. So 1 run will score. Rounding third is Peterson. She will score. As Williams stops at second, it's another 2 RBI double. Make it 5-1 in favor of Iberia. Biding their time to the first 4 innings, the first 3 innings, and now exploding for it here. Runner on second, still only 1 out, and Chloe Edwards to the plate. First pitch misses, ball 1. So Edwards to the plate. She's 1 for 1. 1 for 1 with an RBI. The RBI did not come on that hit. It was actually a sacrifice fly. At the time, made it a 1-1 ball game. 1-0 here. Misses. Too low this time. 2-0. Edwards 1 hit. That was a double. Plenty of doubles here today for Iberia. Next pitch, changing of speeds, ground ball over to second. Can advance the runner at the very least as Edwards is thrown out. It'll be a 4-3 put out. Long to Butcher. Runner on third, 2 outs now for Aislinn Bauer. 8th batter of the inning here for Iberia. As Bauer settles in 1 for 2 in today's game. Bauer, also the owner of a double. First pitch outside. That's ball 1. Let's count them up together here, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 doubles today for Iberia. 1-0. Here's another line drive. Shallow left field, gets down, scores the run. This time it'll be an RBI single, but Iberia now leads by 5. It's 6-1. Williams scores easily from third. Bauer gets that RBI. New batter, the 9th batter of the inning. Kinley Cochran now to the plate. It's 1-0. Next pitch. Here's a ground ball over to short. Remmert has it. Butcher has it at first. And that'll be it here for inning number 4. But a nice large inning there for Iberia, just what they needed. They pick up 5 runs. 5 runs coming across on 5 hits. Yep, 5 runs on 5 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. So, top of the 5th now here at Law Softball Field in Iberia, with the Lady Rangers leading the Lady Tigers of Belle 5-1, 6-1, excuse me. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Back to it here, brand new inning here in Iberia. Top of the fifth. Lady Rangers leading for the first time here in this one. They've got themselves a rather sizable lead. It's 5 runs here in the fifth, 6-1. Picking up 5 runs in that bottom of the fourth. So, Belle back at the plate. As the first pitch to Kylie Reed is swung on and missed. That's going to be strike 1. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Glad you could join me. Class 2 District 2 softball tournament. 0-1, low and inside, ball 1. Winner of this takes on the winner of this tournament takes on the winner of District 1. Fly ball left field, shallow. Backing up on it, the shortstop Williams. Addison Williams makes the catch for the first out of the fifth. And the winner of this district takes on the winner of District 1. Two schools near the Springfield area, the rest in southeastern Missouri. Again, I'll list off those schools for you after the first pitch here to Miranda Sanders, designated player. Watches the first pitch just outside, ball 1. Chaffee High School, East Carter High School, they are the hosts down in the southeast corner of Missouri. Hartville High School near the Springfield area. Next pitch too low, ball 2. Kelly High School, Saxony Lutheran High School, Seymour High School, again another Springfield area-ish school, I'll say area-ish, and then Twin Rivers High School. In fact, see if I can't find the tournament bracket for them, see who's still out there. Foul ball behind us. 2-1. Sure I can. It's got to be around here somewhere. The next pitch also fouled off. Into the baseball bleachers, 2-2. Let's see. Class 2, District 2. Nope, that's us. Don't need to see that. We already know what we've got here. Well, let's see. Ooh, a couple upsets there in that one. 2-2. Here to Sanders. Pitch misses high. 3-2. In fact, every lower seed in the opening round of that district won their game. The 5 seed, the 7 seed, and the 6 seed. And that's certainly interesting. Next pitch, swung on, miss, strike 3. Cochran strikes out Sanders, and that'll be 2 down. So you've got the 1 seed Kelly. They play tomorrow, taking on Twin Rivers. Twin Rivers, the 5 seed. First pitch here to Ileana Solinger, misses low. Then you'll have the 7 seed East Carter, again the hosts. They take on 5 seed, 6 seed Seymour. Again, one of those 4 teams we'll see the champion of our district. 1-0, fouled off. 1-1. Of course, the exact inverse of District 1 happening here. The higher seed advancing in each and every game yesterday. Belle, the 4 seed. Eugene, the 2 seed. And Lynn, the 3 seed. Another swing and a miss here for Solinger. 1-2 now. A few minutes shy of the 6 o'clock hour. Here's another foul ball to the right. It'll stay 1-2. Solinger trying to keep this top of the 5th alive. After her, back to the top of the lineup, Aubrey Rimmert. 1-2 delivered. Swing to miss, strike 3, and that'll do it here for the 5th. So Iberia really has found their stride. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. Bottom of the 5th we go. Iberia looking to add on to this 5-run lead. They lead it 6-1. Listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. back to it, bottom of the fifth. 6-1 our score. Iberia out in front. They lead Belle 6-1. As Morgan Luttrell sends a fly ball out to right field. Tracking it, McDaniel, but she can't make the grab. Luttrell going to go for two. She's going to find her way in and make that a leadoff double. Double after double after double after double for Iberia tonight. They had 6 at last check. We'll count them up as we move throughout maybe the 6th. But Luttrell, who is just a few inches shy of a home run her last time up in the 4th. Another fly ball and another double here. First pitch here to Lainey Halley is going to be a called strike 1. So Luttrell now 2 for 3 on the day. She stands in scoring position. Halley looks to pick up her first hit of the day. Now currently facing a 1-1 count. Halley again sent that fly ball down the left field line that was caught by the shortstop and was a strikeout victim in the 4th. Next pitch, the 1-1 outside. It's 2-1. The 1 strikeout today for Belle starting pitcher Emma White. 2-1 now. Here's a high fly ball. This might be the hit. That one's going to be gone. A 2-run home run for Lainey Halley. Our trend of home runs this tournament continues on, and Iberia leads this one at 8-1. So Halley goes from being the one and only strikeout today to being the one player thus far with a home run. Brings in Luttrell from second, and again, it's a 7-run lead. Home run across that center field fence, 191 out there. Pretty sure it cleared by a few feet, and depth perception is never going to be my specialty. But judging by the reaction of Kylie Reed out in center, it had the distance, and we all knew it. First pitch here to Attier Rowden, misses low. That'll be ball 1. Next pitch on the way. Again too low, ball 2. Rowden's day, 2 for 2. Double and a single. Iberia now double-digit hits tonight. They've currently got 11 after the double and the home run. 2-0 again, too low, make it 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Next pitch, Rowden just simply taking that one. Puts the bat on the shoulder, it's 3-1. Still a hitter's count here. Again, Rowden trying to go 3 for 3. Here is that 3-1. Fouling off. Ooh. Heads up out there. And we go 3-2. An argument for looking up from your phone every once in a while. Don't want to take one off the noggin. Looks like he's all right down there. Maybe a little embarrassed. But we'll continue on. Payoff pitch. Ground ball, left side. That's going to get through. Another base hit here for Rowden. She's going to go 3 for 3. A double and 2 singles tonight for. It'll be a runner on first here with nobody out. Carly Carmick to the plate. Carmick 0 for 2. Fielder's choices have been the name of the game for Carmick. First pitch inside. Ball 1. Reached first on a fielder's choice in the second, but was left stranded there. Reached on a fielder's choice in the 4th. Then came around to score. Ground ball over to third. Going to be fielded just foul. Just foul. She'll have to come back to it here, facing a 1-1 count. Sun's starting to drop down behind us. Still a little bit of daylight, but the lights have come on here at Loft Softball Field. As Carmick settles back in. The 1-1 is sent on in by White. High fly ball, left field. It's got some distance, but it's going to be dropped at the wall. That's going to be an error. So Rowden settles in at second. It'll be first and second with nobody out. Game's first error of the day. Now on the left fielder, Solinger. So Karmick, a perfect on-base percentage, but still hitless. I'm sure you'll take that 1,000 on-base percentage. At the end of the day, it really just matters that you get on. Give your opportunity for the people behind you to score those runs. Speaking of, here's Kaylee Peterson facing a 1-0 count. Peterson's had herself a good day thus far from this number 9 slot. 2 doubles and 2 RBIs. Pitch out, throw to first. Stepping back in is Karmick, but she gets in safely. Another pitch out attempted here by Belle. Gellert behind the plate, very, very proficient at that. Hopping out of that stance and firing one. Here's a line drive, caught by Remmert. Throw to second, not going to be in time. Won't get the double play, but they do get the out. Peterson's retired for the first time tonight. 2 for 2 with 2 runs as well. She's sent back to the dugout, 1 out. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's Addison Williams. Williams 1 for 3. Popping it up, though. Giving chase. The first baseman, Butcher, makes the catch. Has to get it back in quickly. Throw to second. It's not going to be in time. But they do get out number 2. Williams popping up the first pitch of the at-bat. So after getting a couple runners on, after scoring the first 2 runs of the inning, now 2 consecutive outs. An inning of 2s, if you will. How about Chloe Williams now? Excuse me, how about Chloe Edwards? First pitch, misses, ball 1. Trying to combine her with the batter before her. Addison Williams, Chloe Edwards. 1-0 the count. Again, 2 away with runners on first and second. Breaking ball, but a ground ball back into center field. They're going to have rounding third. That's going to be Rowden. She's going to be safe at home. 9-1 in favor of Iberia. Karmick holds it second, but Edwards has herself an RBI single. Rowden scores for the second time tonight. Iberia leads here by 8. Edwards now over on first. It's time for Aislinn Bauer. First pitch to the right fielder Bauer. Misses low. It's ball 1. Bauer, the 8th batter of the inning. 2 for 3 today. An RBI single her last time up. Also the owner of a double. Grounded out to short back in the first inning. Next pitch, hard hit, line drive, left side, but just foul. They'll chase it on into the corner out there, but it's just going to be a very loud strike 1. Again, after this one, Eugene and Lynn. We will not have that game for you, broadcast-wise. Like I said, I think I'll stick around maybe for a little bit, catch the first few innings of that one. But if Iberia pulls this one out, we'll see one of those 2 teams tomorrow. We'll have that broadcast for you if Iberia makes it. 6 o'clock, the championship game slated to start. So do keep that in mind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Bauer. Next pitch. Ground ball. This time stays fair. Stepping on third. Getting the force for the final out of the inning. So, Iberia puts up another couple runs. Here in inning number 5, they pick up 3 runs when it's all said and done. 3 runs on 4 hits this time through. There was 1 error, and there was 2 runners left over on base. 9-1 our score. Iberia leads by 8 as we enter the 6th inning of play. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Top of the 6th here in Iberia. 9-1. Our score. The Lady Rangers really picking up most of their runs here across the last couple innings. 5 runs in the 4th, 3 more in the 5th, and now looking to keep it steady here in the brand new 6th inning. Belle back to the plate. Connor Harbin here with you. Z102.3 today. 3 straight 1-2-3 innings. Belle really starting to try to, well, Belle really wanting to get the spark back into it. Want to get those bats going here. Essentially have 6 outs to work with. They want to keep their district hopes alive. First pitch misses inside. Ball 1. 1-2-3. It will be the top of the lineup here for the Lady Tigers of Belle. Aubrey Remmert at the plate. And we'll see Natalie Gellert, Riley Long as well. 1-0 delivered outside. Ball 2. Next pitch on the way. Fly ball, left side, out of play. Two balls, 1 strike now to Remmert, who is 1 for 2. Single back in the first. Represents Belle's lone run here today. But then popped out to second. Back in inning number 3. 2-1 pitch is taken. Middle of the zone. Strike 2. Kinley Cochran still working over there for Iberia. Delivers the next pitch, which is fouled off to the backstop. We'll stay 2-2. Cochran today, 9 strikeouts. Looking to make it a double-digit strikeout day. Two now. Inside. We'll go full 3-2. We've seen plenty of full counts today from both sides, whether that be Belle or Iberia. This one just the latest. Who wins the battle here? Cochran delivers. Ground ball over to third. Luttrell has it, throws a little low, and Halley's able to dig it out to record out number 1. 1 down, 2 to go here in the 6th. Now to the plate, Natalie Gellert. Gellert, an RBI single today. She was responsible for bringing Remmert in. First pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball gets away, though, from Edwards. Of course, nobody on to take advantage of it. It's 0-1. Eugene starting to warm up in the batters in the batting cages to our right. As the 0-1 misses high, it's 1-1. Lynn, meanwhile, taken to the baseball field to get some fielding practice. Should be a good game after this one. The 2 and 3 seeds. 1-1 fouled off to the right. It's 1-2. Like I said, the complete and utter opposite what we're seeing in District 1, where every lower seed was able to pull off the upset. Next pitch, again fouled off to the right, and we'll get another offering at 1-2. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait until tomorrow to see if that trend continues. Number 5 seed. Excuse me. Here's a ground ball over to third. Luttrell has it again. This time the throw is right on the money. As Halley brings it in for a second straight 5-3 putout. Out number 2. Twin Rivers, there we go. We'll have to wait a couple days to see if Twin Rivers can pull off the 5-1 upset over Kelly. Again, the winner of that District 1 tournament moves on to face the winner of this one. So 2 away, first pitch to Riley Long up high for ball 1. 1-0. Big swing and a miss. It's 1-1. By the way, in case you're listening in here today, and you were curious about Waynesville, get to it after this pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Lady Tigers in action. The number 8 seed taking on number 1 seed Eureka. Came close to pulling off the upset, but eventually did fall in that one 3-2. Almost caught the fire they needed. Definitely were feeling a little inspired after that victory over Joplin. 1-2. Pop up, left side. Tracking underneath it is Williams, and she brings it in for the final out of the inning. So, 1-2-3 again. Go the Belle Lady Tigers here in this one. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Bottom of the 6th. Iberia looking to extend that lead maybe one last time before what could be a decisive top of the 7th. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Bottom of the 6th here in Iberia, 9-1 our score. I think I forgot to mention the score as we moved on to the break, but it is 9-1. Iberia out in front of Belle. First pitch here to Kinley Cochran as a fly ball onto right field. That's caught out there by McDaniel for a quick out number 1. Connor Harbin here with you today. Just talking through the break. Found out that District 1, and I know I've harped on this a lot tonight, is really well and truly the exact opposite of our district in another way. First pitch to Morgan Luttrell, misses outside. That's ball 1. Of course, Iberia playing in Iberia today as the number 1 seed in the host. Well, down in District 1, the 7 seed, the host, in a 7 seed district. Is it important? Maybe. But East Carter did pull off the upset over the 2 seed Chaffee earlier this week. 2-0 count to Luttrell, and here's a ground ball that's going to get through into center field. Another base hit. Make that 3 hits in 3 innings for Luttrell. Second single of the day. She's got herself a 1-out base hit. Luttrell aboard. Here's Lainey Howey. As I was saying, East Carter might have that host advantage out there. You don't have to travel. You know your field. Maybe that spurs you on to victory. Not quite sure, but Howey going to take a called first strike. Howey's day, she is 1 for 3. But that 1 hit was a big one. Home run over the center field fence. Here's another hard hit ground ball over to third. Kinsey able to stop it with the glove, throws a second, and is going to get it. Going to throw out Luttrell. It'll go down as a fielder's choice. Kinsey didn't necessarily field that one cleanly over there. Would have been a tough ask. That ball was smoked. And able to recover and make the throw over to second in time. So that'll be out number 2. Howey standing on first. First pitch to Atiara Rowden. There's a called first strike. I think now might get a courtesy runner. Well, yep, there we go. We'll get a courtesy runner for Howey. Different courtesy runner this time. Who might that be? Riley Graves. Saw Macy Graves earlier. How about Riley Graves now? So 2 outs, 0-1 count. Riley Graves over on first. Tatier Rowden at the plate. Here's a swing, ground ball over to short. Gonna take it to the bag herself. That'll be Remmert. Steps on second to end the inning. So 2 consecutive fielders' choices will end Iberia's bottom of the 6th, but they stand just 3 outs away from moving on to the championship game of the Class 2 District 2 semifinal, or should I say softball tournament. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. No 1 runner left on base. Again, top of the 7th upcoming. You're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Top of the 7th here in Iberia. Do or die for the Belle Lady Tigers. They come back to the plate, trailing Iberia 9-1. Here in this one, going to need 8 to tie and 9 to take the lead. It's a tall ask, but anything can happen. Here's a high fly ball. This one won't leave the infield. Who's going to field it? The second baseman, Kaylee Peterson, will. She'll make the grab to retire Emma White for out number 1. So a quick first out. Connor Harbor here with you today. Z102.3. Glad you could join me here. This ball game about an hour and 15 minutes old. Down to its final 2 outs perhaps. Stepping in now, it's Dakota Butcher. Butcher is swinging away on the first pitch. Misses though, it's 0-1. Butcher 0 for 2. Belle really struggling to find the hits today. Had it going early on, as here's a fly ball sent out to right. Tracking under it is Bauer who makes the catch to put Belle down to their final out. But as I was saying, no hits since the 2nd inning. Picked up 2 to start the ball game. Got the run. Picked up a single in the 2nd, and have been blanked since. How many consecutive outs now here for Kinley Cochran? Again, the game down to its final out. Here's a swing and a miss. Nevaeh Kinsey at the plate. Facing the 0-1. 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. 0-1, too high. 1-1. 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 15 consecutive outs now. Here for Cochran in this Iberia defense. Next pitch. May have jinxed it. There's a line drive that gets down in the left field for a base hit. Kinsey going to round first. She'll stop right there. And it's the first step in what has to be a long and immaculate run here for Belle. Can afford no more outs and need 8 runs. Kinsey aboard. Here is Kylie Reed. First pitch to Reed. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Reed 0 for 2, strikeout and a pop out today. Popped out to short her last time up. Facing the 0-1 count. Next pitch gets away to the backstop. Kinsey going to move on over to second. Haven't seen too many of that today from either side. That'll be a wild pitch. Those have really been kept to a minimum. Here's a swing and a miss, chasing a pitch up high. And now this game perhaps down to its final strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cochran back to the circle. Here is that 1-2, fouled off. We'll get another one here at 1-2. Strikeout here would give Cochran 10 strikeouts for the day. Trying to finish with flair here with 2 strikes. Runner on second, the next 1-2. Chased it high, strike 3. And Iberia advances to the Class 2 District 2 championship game. Of course, we'll talk about what that means for us back here in the booth, but we'll go ahead and take ourselves a 60-second break. We'll come back here in just a moment, and then we will go ahead and go over some final lines and whatnot. And like I said, get you ready for tomorrow's broadcast. As we now know, we'll have that one for you. But again, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base here for Belle in that top of the 7th. Our final score, 9-1 in favor of the Iberia Lady Rangers. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3.
District 2.
Back here once again, Lost Softball Field as we wrap this one up. This ball game in the books. Iberia advances to the championship game of Class 2 District 2 as they defeat the Belle Lady Tigers here today. Final score, 9-1. Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. Iberia, lots of offense in this one for the Lady Rangers. Had a bit of a slow start there. In fact, didn't pick up their first run until the 3rd inning. But those 4th and 5th innings were really what they needed. 5 runs in the 4th, 3 runs in the 5th, and eventually were able to take that 8-run victory when it's all said and done. So some final totals for you here today. First and foremost for Belle, they pick up 1 run on 4 hits. Did pick up that 1 hit in the 7th inning, so 1 run on 4 hits today. They do commit the game's only error out in the field, and they leave 3 runners on base today. Meanwhile, Iberia, they pick up 9 runs. 9 runs on 14 hits. They commit no errors, and they leave 7 on base here today. Of course, you have several players to talk about here today, several players with multi-hit days, so we're not going to go too deep into the stats here, but Aislinn Bauer picks up a multi-hit day here today. You also have Morgan Luttrell, who goes 3 for 4 here today. Lainey Halley, of course, well, I said multi-hit day, but she had the game's lone home run, so we'll go ahead and give her special mention. Home run over center field, 2 RBIs there on that one. Atia Rowden goes 3 for 4 here today, and then Kaylee Peterson, she goes 2 for 3 here today as well. Plenty of doubles, plenty of singles, and of course the 1 home run there as well. They'll take on the winner of Eugene or Lynn. That game going to get started here in just about 20 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer than that. They have to clean off the field, and of course both teams do have to warm up. But we will know by tomorrow whether Iberia will take on the Lady Eagles of Eugene or the Lady Wildcats there of Lynn. So, of course, as I said, Iberia, Frisco League team that they are, they advance to the championship game. So we will carry tomorrow's championship game for you right here on Z102.3, pending field readiness. I know the rain, I don't think there's supposed to be any rain in the overnight, but pending field readiness, that will be a 6 o'clock game. So we will be back out here once again. Pre-game going to start about 5:50 there for that one. Again, Iberia and either Eugene or Lynn, depending on the results of this game upcoming. But I think that's going to go ahead and do it for us here today. For Steve back in the studio, I am Connor Harbit. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you here tonight. Until tomorrow, you've been listening to District Softball right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.